What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm currently in my first year in my Master of Social Work program, and this video is all about something a lot of grad school students go through but don't talk about enough: burnout. I'm in week 9 of the semester right now, and I had to hit pause last week. I had to take a vacation, not because I was failing, but because I was drained. So I want to share what led up to that, what I did to reset, and how I'm finding my balance again. So let's go ahead and get into it. At the end of the first semester, I've just been accruing burnout after burnout after burnout. Just keep going and not really giving myself enough time to rest. The second, and then even going into the second semester right now, it's hitting a lot harder than the first. Coming in with momentum, but I quickly realized that the workload doubled on me. These discussions that turn into one you got 2 discussions a week, per class. So that might be 4 discussions. And then you have 8 replies. So you have basically 12 discussions a week. So that ends up being a lot on top of assignments, on top of reading. So it's a lot. And I set high expectations for myself academically, emotionally, professionally. I was grinding nonstop without checking in with myself. I kept telling myself, you need to push through, but at some point, I'm running on autopilot. I'm not really spending time to reflect. Here's how I knew I was burning out. I couldn't focus, as well as I could. I couldn't be, I was physically present, but just mentally foggy. I stopped journaling, checking in with myself, things that usually ground me. I stopped really doing the things that I need to do. These habits become habits, but at the moment you stop doing them and stop being consistent on them, they can easily fly away. So you have to make sure that you ground yourself with whatever ways you need to. I started dreading my field placement, even though I'm passionate about the work. So I love the work, but it's just the field placement of knowing that for 2 years you're going to work 15 to 20 hours a week unpaid, on top of what I'm doing now, is honestly a lot. On top of what, I can't imagine that. But so, I have to really reframe how I think about the field placement and just take on any challenge that comes my way, because every challenge that comes my way is preparing me for who I need to be. So therefore, I cannot turn down a challenge. I can't. And another way is I started isolating myself. I really just wanted to be by myself. I don't want to be around nobody, and I've been burnt out. So I had to take a break. I gave myself permission to step away for 9 days. I had a hotel for 8 days. I stayed in a hotel one day before and the day after. So I was basically gone for 10 days. I traveled, disconnected from school, disconnected from work. And it wasn't some luxury vacation. It was just some time to breathe, to reflect, and not to think about due dates or client work. The small window of rest gave me a big perspective. I came back with more clarity, more energy, and more compassion for myself. And I felt good. But the moment I came back, I got hit with some bad news, having a breakup and things like that. It's never easy, So anytime you hear that type of information and you're just going through all that, no matter how good you feel you was before, it really does take you back to the same space where you were before. And that's currently what I'm trying to work on now, is just getting out of this the dumps that I'm in right now. And it's going to take some time, but at the end of the day, I got what it takes, and I know, that I need to be able to show up the best way for everybody, and the only way I can do so is if I really take care of myself. Burnout doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean that you're not cut out for the field. It just means that you're human. It means that you have the same emotions that we all feel. It means that prolonged stress and all these things just add on to burnout. It's nothing that you did. It's just natural. It's what happened to everybody. If you're in grad school right now and you're feeling tired, unmotivated, disconnected, take a pause and check in with yourself. Really just check in with yourself and what you got going on. And that's really what I love, is the fact that I'm able to hop on these videos and give myself the time that I don't give myself. I don't give myself this time. I wouldn't give myself 5-10 minutes of reflection like I need to, but then so it's just you have to find your balance, and you have to find a way to do it. Rest is productive. Protecting your peace is a part of professional development. You have to, and you have to be able to protect your peace. You need to be able to stand in hellfires and be calm, and that's how I can't be But I feel like when you just have been in an environment where you've just been unwelcomed and you just don't feel yourself and you got people dragging you along, I feel like that kind of really just contributes to your burnout. And I really feel like a change in environment for me would kind of help a lot more, because it's coming back. I know we're trained to care for others, but the care has to start with us. So going forward, I'm building in more breaks, more breathing room, and more boundaries. And I'm really going to get to the top of what I need to fix within my life to really be in the place where I need to be mentally. That's where I'm at now. I'm not perfect. I'm not back to 100%, but I am realigned. I am more calm to be able to handle this type of situation. It just makes me sad. So I wouldn't even say I'm all burnt out right now. Just a little sad. And sometimes that the sadness can bring you back to the feelings of burnt out sometimes. So, just being able to just remind yourself of everything that you have in your life and everybody that you're grateful for is what keeps me going. I have to remember everybody who's been here for me and who's here for me today. If this resonated with you, drop a comment. I'd love to hear how you're managing your semester or just avoiding burnout in your own personal life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also share this with another student who might need this message. We're in this together. Peace.